Oi pessoal, tudo bem? Meu nome é Rafael, bem-vindos ao canal Luz Divina. O vídeo de hoje é um vídeo importante. Eu acompanho um canal americano já fazem 3 anos chamado Nicholson 1968. Ele produz um material muito interessante que relaciona a tecnologia, esses momentos em que vivemos, de avanços rápidos na tecnologia, e a parte da espiritualidade. Ele é um cristão assim como eu. Ele entende que Cristo é o seu mestre. E a partir da perspectiva então de mostrar para as pessoas o caminho de Deus, mostrar a importância da força crística, ele produz os seus vídeos. O vídeo de hoje eu fiz toda a legenda desse material. Fiz então a produção dessas legendas para que vocês conheçam um aspecto muito importante que está sendo lentamente posto em ação no mundo. Me refiro aos planos finais de Lúcifer. Existe, pessoal, nesse mundo a força do Cristo e a força do mal. Isso é fato, inegável. A batalha dessas duas forças é constante. E o prêmio, vamos dizer assim, o objetivo, o objeto principal dessa luta é você. É o ser humano, é a humanidade. Dentro de cada ser humano ocorre essa batalha. Então existe esse conflito no microcosmos e no macrocosmos. Esta divisão, portanto, de forças do bem e do mal é constante. E existe sim, pessoal, um objetivo muito claro sendo lentamente posto em ação no mundo, que tem relação com a inteligência artificial. Muitos costumam pensar que a presença do Anticristo na Terra será física, que de algum modo aparecerá um homem ou uma mulher muito sedutores em sua aparência e que de alguma forma representarão esse papel de ser o Anticristo perante todos. Porém, peço que vocês abram a sua mente para uma possibilidade, que ao invés de ser uma figura humana, pode justamente se tratar de uma figura artificial, de uma inteligência artificial, que será apresentada para a humanidade como a mais brilhante e maravilhosa invenção que o homem pôde criar. Todos se prostrarão diante desta maravilhosa tecnologia que irá sim oferecer, pessoal, soluções que até então muitos cientistas podem não ter respostas. Essa tecnologia da inteligência artificial poderá sim proporcionar muitas respostas, dar muitas respostas a diversos questionamentos. E isso provocará uma adoração, a adoração à besta. E essa besta, pessoal, pode muito bem representar sim a inteligência artificial. Além desse ponto, você vai conhecer no vídeo a relação muito próxima que existe entre este fato histórico que, de alguma forma, pessoal, não pensem que a inteligência artificial é uma coisa que está para o futuro, que ainda será desenvolvida. Pelo que eu ando pesquisando já faz algum tempo, isso já está em efeito. Ela já existe. Já existem computadores quânticos, capazes de processar bilhões de informações muito mais rapidamente que qualquer processador que a gente conhece tradicional de silício é capaz de processar. A partir dessa nova tecnologia, também está relacionada a nova formatação, por assim dizer, do ser humano. Se trata do transhumanismo. Transhumanismo é muito forte no cinema, muito forte na literatura, muito forte na música, em videoclipes, está presente em diversas obras autorais. Trata-se da melhora do homem a partir da tecnologia. São implantes são adaptações, são instalações de chips, de controles, de mecanismos mecânicos para melhorar o homem. E eu não estou falando de casos de pessoas com deficiência, que existem equipamentos, próteses que permitem com que ela tenha uma vida melhor funcional. Não se trata nesse sentido, é mais profundo. É pensar que todo ser humano é incompleto, é incapaz de produzir, de exercer todas as funções possíveis. O transhumanismo classifica o homem como ultrapassado, uma criatura que necessita de atualização, de melhora. E é justamente isso com que a ciência está muito forte puxando essa ideia. Que você é um ser inferior, que necessita de atualização. E lentamente, mecanismos para que essa mescla, então, de ferro tecnológico com o barro criado por Deus, essa mescla é o objetivo final, pelo menos nessa parte física que experimentamos durante o dia, pelo menos nesse mundo, é uma grande missão da Loja Negra. É o controle total sobre a humanidade. A tal ponto que vai destruir o templo de Deus, que são todos os homens. Querem substituir a sua alma pela inteligência artificial, por uma mente de colmeia, em que todos se conectarão a essa rede de uma forma parecida, análoga, portanto, à internet, só que de uma forma muito mais invasiva ao seu templo. O seu corpo, pessoal, é o templo, é a morada de Deus. Quando você entende isso, que você é o templo de Deus, você deve se dar a devida importância, pessoal. Durante toda a história, existiram muitas instituições que tiraram de você o seu aspecto divino, que fizeram com que você pense ser necessário frequentar um espaço físico de paredes, com um teto, com um chão, que lá é um templo. É ao contrário. Você é o templo vivo de Deus. Quando você convida para Cristo morar em seu coração, Ele sim vai morar no seu coração, Ele habita a sua alma. Vocês juntos vão dividir essa morada maravilhosa e a partir dessa junção de força divina e humana, o bem pode se manifestar na humanidade. A negatividade, a força do mal, ela destrói os templos humanos. Toda tecnologia hoje que existe atualmente e está sendo propagada tem um motivo, tem uma razão. Eles querem substituir Deus. Vão te colocar numa posição em que você precisará de implantes, que você precisará de melhora, porque você é um ser incompleto. E a partir desta perspectiva, aqueles que não têm conexão com Deus aceitarão a famosa marca da besta. Eu peço que vocês prestem muita atenção a esse material. Ele é uma composição de vários trechos de vários vídeos e até de palestras que mostram uma coisa muito importante. Peço que vocês assistam e, a partir desse ponto, por favor, comecem a prestar muito mais atenção a tudo isso que envolve o aspecto da inteligência artificial e o transhumanismo. Farei mais vídeos sobre esse assunto, porque essa é a maior batalha, pessoal, a batalha pela sua alma, que está nesse momento sim sendo travada. Eu espero que vocês gostem. Por favor, deixe o seu comentário e se inscrevam no canal para que acompanhem junto comigo estes desdobramentos que estão acontecendo hoje no nosso mundo. Obrigado.
Okay, so who out there has an imagination? Everyone. Okay, everyone, close your eyes. Imagine a world where you are diagnosed with a terminal illness. But you live to see your great-grandkids go to college. Now let's imagine living 40 dreary years with a club foot. But on your 50th birthday, you're a professional ballet dancer. Now open your eyes. That world is here, and it's yours. The experience is akin to a seamless jump into a brand new body, circumventing the extensive recovery period of invasive cosmetic surgery. I can attest to the seamlessness of this experience, not only as the head of the Center for Advanced Health and Living, but also a very satisfied test subject.
Make me the younger candidate.
I'm sorry.
The procedure you're launching, use it on me. Put me into a younger body.
You don't want this. We haven't had any civilian test subjects yet.
This might be a bigger sacrifice than you imagine. Gwen, it's not like you're a consciousness in a jar that we're dumping into another jar. The technology is not there yet.
What's the reality then?
And here with us now is co-founder of the Stringfield Theory, professor of theoretical physics at the City College and City University of New York, Dr. Michio Kaku. He's the author of The Future of the Mind, the scientific quest to understand, enhance, and empower the mind. Doctor, it's great to have you here. It's amazing to think, and as we see in that film Her, and the question that Samantha by Scarlett Johansson posing, is this real or programming? That type of scenario we're not that far off from, and that's what you explore with this book. Explain to us where we are in the understanding of the brain.
Well, Hollywood gets it first, right? But remember the movie The Matrix, when you push a button and become a karate master? Or Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where memories are simply put into the mind? We're on the border now, the brink, the threshold of initiating all these wondrous things. Think about it. Telepathy, reading minds, telekinesis, moving objects with the mind, uploading memories, even photographing a dream. These are things that are being done in the laboratory today, not tomorrow. Uploading memories, even photographing a dream.
We are on the precipice of changing human evolution. We can swap out these suboptimal bodies and engineer ourselves to be gods. Our minds have limits. Hers, she's advancing even beyond our wildest dreams.
I told her I thought that they'd push the envelope too much.
Yeah, push it right into the devil's mailbox, if you ask me. You know what they do there?
Jimmy, I can't stay here.
I have your obituary at my house. What did they do to you?
I have to admit that I've been longing for something like nanotech or artificial intelligence to take us to that next level, you know?
It's time to wake up and figure out what's most important to us and how this so-called progress is affecting our lives. Get yourself ready. Stand up and say to them whatever I command you. Do not be terrified by them, or I will terrify you before them. That's not me talking, folks. That's God.
Our brains are remarkable, miraculous even, but they can't do everything. Unless we give them a little high-tech help.
When children see the movie The Matrix, and they see Neo jacking an electrode and all of a sudden becoming a gung fu master, the first question they ask is, how can I get one? Well, this does not yet exist, but it's actually physically possible.
The key to transforming learning from an organic process to a machine-like downloading of information is a squiggly bit of brain known as the hippocampus.
The hippocampus is the gateway to memories. Short-term memories are stored right here in the prefrontal cortex, but eventually they have to be transferred to long-term memories, and that's where the hippocampus comes in.
This part of the brain doesn't store the memories, but it does the appropriate conversion.
At the University of Southern California, bioengineer Ted Berger has already proven that a computer chip can replace or enhance brain function.
Right now, what our prosthesis does is to convert a code that's kind of in the middle of the hippocampus to what would be the output of the hippocampus.
They've been able to take mice and access the electrical signals coursing through the hippocampus and record them. And then when they shot the message back into the hippocampus, the mouse remembered the task.
We found that we can not only restore long-term memories, we can enhance the animal's ability to remember. You could think about using devices like this to greatly enhance human memory and to shorten the cycle for learning in terms of downloading huge quantities of memory at a single time.
Chips that augment our hippocampus could very well help us learn faster. So will that make them a must-have for competitive parents?
At that point, it could create an arms race in elementary school. Rumors go out that, well, Jones's kid, he's been enhanced, and our Johnny has to compete with this enhanced kid.
The reality is that with these kinds of technologies, they do not get distributed to everyone at the same time. Some people get it first, some people get it better.
As a society, we have to really think long and hard about who gets this. If it's just the wealthy, that there are real dangers that they will use it to consolidate their power and their wealth.
True that I will die in a few days, dear? That this battery will die? Is it true, dear? Yeah. But you're my maker. Why didn't you just make me so I could die?
I didn't make you so you could die, Chappie.
I want to live. I want to stay here with Mommy. I don't want to die.
Droid DNA by HTC. It's not an upgrade to your phone, it's an upgrade to yourself.
Droid DNA by HTC. It's not an upgrade to your phone, it's an upgrade to yourself.
This can save me. I need new bodies, remember?
No. It can't save you, chappie. The problem is much greater than your battery. We don't know what consciousness is, so we cannot move it.
Chappie can figure it. I can know what it is, and then I can move it.
You can't move it, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do simulations on the Earth. Okay, let me this is part of going back to convince you that we're going to have realistic simulations and we're going to have artificial reality to go with it. Okay, so can we take a real brain and make it into a virtual mind? And the answer is, so here's the purple real brain and the neurons behind it. It's this neural net. It's the original neural net as far as we were concerned. And then on the left, yeah, your left, there is the beginnings of mapping of a brain so that I can take and map that brain and just place it into a computer, right? So how's that going to work, okay? The answer is it's going to work just fine because we are there to the point where we can do it now. Okay, at 45 minutes, that's how long you have to hold a person's head still in order to make a map to this level. And what you can see here are the main, let's see if the laser pointer works. Nope. So what you can see here are the main highways in your brain, right, that are mapped out by this. And this is basically an MRI. The thing that's impressive about this is that the MRIs are getting so good now, you can map to the individual neuron level. The problem is there's a lot of neurons, so you'd have to hold the head still for a long time. And that's an advance in the ability to do the mapping and also in the software for doing that mapping. And so that's where we are today. If we could hold the person still long enough, if we can find a volunteer that we can put, you know, the little plastic thing on their head to hold their head still for some days.
It's gonna get new bodies. It's gonna get new bodies. And I just have to get this out. I have to get my consciousness out. That's it. That's me.
That's where we are today. If we could hold the person still long enough, if we can find a volunteer that we can put, you know, the little plastic thing on their head to hold their head still for some days, right, which is a little bit of a problem, we could probably go ahead and map their entire brain and then just transform that map into a computer model, and we would have that person's mind downloaded into a computer. Okay. So this is coming, and this is coming soon, just like it's now possible for, on the order of 1,000 pounds, to get your DNA mapped. It's going to cost you something in about 30 years. It's going to be possible to download your brain into a computer for about 1,000 pounds, right? Plus inflation. Well, I don't know how, you know, could go up, could go down, right? But there's tremendous advances in technology, and these are making it possible to do things that before we thought. So I have a quote from a Google expert. We'll be uploading entire minds to computers in 2045. He also says we'll do bodies too. I'm thinking we won't do bodies. What we'll do is we'll take that mind and keep it from going out of its mind. We'll put it in artificial reality, right? It's in the computer, it's going to get bored. Wants entertainment, wants social interactions and so forth. So we're going to create artificial realities. Now in the old days, we'd make a thing like that, if you remember the Matrix, right? Ones and zeros. Now in fact we may use quantum computers, so we'll have entangled states. But in fact it'll be some kind of a complicated environment where we can interact socially, because people want to be social, so there'll have to be thousands of people to interact with, and there'll have to be all kinds of other things in order to make that artificial environment sort of realistic and keep you going. And remember, when you download your brain, you're going to think about 1,000,000 times faster. You're going to experience life about 1,000,000 times faster. It's going to be a very different kind of a situation. You know, the idea of going back in machines and going out in the real world where things are so slow, that's, you know, you're going to get tired of doing that.
It's just a temporary body, Mommy. I'll make you a new one. You don't have to go to the next place.
The grid. The digital frontier. I tried to picture clusters of information as they move through the computer. What did they look like? Ships, motorcycles. Were the circuits like freeways? I kept dreaming of a world I thought I'd never see. And then, one day, I got in.
Circuits like freeways.